as this primetime news exclusive.
Cuts and bruises with little explanation. This teen is the latest piece of the puzzle in the mystery at the Oberlin High School in St. Andrew.
Feels a way like something holding me, I just never feel so right, like somebody was talking to me, and my hand cut too, Yeah.
How your hand made cut?
Me do it as was possessed.
But why does she believe she was possessed?
I never feel so well, and I was talking to my parents some ways, and my sister something wrong with me, so they rushed with me, go to a church.
Do you remember what happened or what you were saying yesterday? Do you remember anything at all?
I don't remember anything at all, but I think my mom said it was bad, so she had to rush with me. Yes, that was
Just the woman you just dropped down and started?
Yeah, I never feel good from in the morning. The morning part I never feel good. And my mind said, don't go to school, so I never go.
She said that happened before she was even told about the spiritual episode at the Oberlin High School, which saw some students fainting and acting strangely.
I never know nothing at all what was going on. It's my mama was telling me that something is happening at the school. Like a lot of kids was dropping down, fainting. So I was wondering, what is that? And then just start, they just feel so dizzy.
The student said it was not until she was taken to the church that she started to come to her senses. And now she's traumatized and afraid to return to the institution.
Them keep school today, but I don't go because it's very traumatizing. And I don't think I'm going till Monday to see what happened, Yes, because it's very traumatizing.
So we've been here for a few minutes now, and I can tell you this is as far as our news team could go. The environment is just pretty tense. It's quiet, quite a contrast from what happened here yesterday morning.
I'm glad nobody not died, It could have worse, but I just God works, you understand me?
In Lawrence Tavern nearby, many people were also thankful that none of the students were badly hurt. However, there was still a sense of suspense and fear, and so many parents did not send their children to school.
I am not scared, but I'm scared about my grandson. Yes, I don't want him to go because I'm not covered under no blood like that, so, I don't want him dead because I can't afford to bury him, and I can't even feed him much more for burying him.
My son said he wants to go because he have exam. But me still up to the last moment, me never want to send him. But through him saying I have exam, me still send him same way.
I wouldn't mind all the churches across from the Temple Hall to Border right around would gather at Oberlin and pray for God blessing intervention on us and our children. We love our children and we want to see the best for them.
Kelisha Williams, TVJ News.
In the meantime, religious leaders have been weighing in on what took place at the Oberlin High School in St. Andrew Wednesday morning. Details in this report.
For decades, morning devotion has been a staple in schools across the country. But the events at Oberlin High School Wednesday have prompted a revision of the protocols used by schools. The Ministry of Education in a statement saying, while it encourages devotion, school leaders have a responsibility to exercise caution about the content and likely impact on students. Bishop Delford Davis, pastor of the Power of Faith Ministries in Port St. Catherine, agrees that structure is needed.
I believe the time has come for us to recognize that the effectual fervent prayer of the peoples of this land have begun to avail in many ways. So, I want to trust God that the principals, the management of the school, etc., the Ministry of Education, the minister, will look into all of this and seek to ensure that more sustained, organized prayer takes place in the schools, because indeed the children need it now more than ever.
His assessment of what happened at Oberlin High School.
I could see that there was a mix of two things that were happening there. There is no question that the Lord visited with that school in a particular way. But in the midst of it, we could see that the enemy showed up in some of the students, because the presence of the Lord visited because praying persons were there. But when we see those who fell out on the ground in a particular way, frothing and convulsion and all of that and making weird sounds, we know for sure that's an intrusion of the enemy. Because the enemy seeks at all times to interfere with what God is doing.
And in the streets of Linstead in St. Catherine,
the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers they counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
Early morning devotion. It's a ritual for Valerie Gray before heading to work. She stressed the importance of the exercise in the workplace and in school. But as for what happened at Oberlin High,
parents not praising God, parents are not being sorry, parents not surrender their life to God, parents don't want to serve God. So the children they don't even know what they are coming up against. They don't understand what is happening. Parents don't understand. Parents don't know nothing because they don't serve God. They don't want God. When you refuse God, you refuse life.
in fact, it's what most people were talking about, from why more females than males were disoriented and why teachers were not affected. Then there's the issue of religion.
And that's why we are in trouble. Religion, salvation, Jesus Christ, not religion. That's why we are in trouble. For religion mix up when you wash your wife in the water. You don't need more. The more you mix up in a religion, you don't need more for your one. Salvation, yes man. When you talk about Christ, you must get there.
The Ministry of Education has launched a probe into the incident. To other news now, late pay again. The Jamaica Teachers Association is blasting the Ministry of Education over delayed salary payments after scores of teachers are yet to receive this month's salary. Now, 2 days late, the educators say they're growing restive over what has become a monthly issue. Jamila Maitland reports.
It's not unusual for teachers who work at schools in Region 7 to receive their salaries late, according to the educators. However, those who we spoke with say the funds would have been in their accounts by now. The teachers explained that if the 25th falls on a Monday, they'd receive payment on the Thursday or Friday of the previous week. By that count, their salaries are about a week late. For others, they're 2 days past due. In a recorded statement, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, LaSonia Harrison, blasted the Ministry of Education over the ordeal.
Let it be known that this is highly unacceptable. Teachers who are already underpaid will now have to find additional sums to offset arrears in which their loans will now fall. The teacher again must bear this burden.
The educators say the issue is further compounded by the teacher shortage issue. TVJ News understand that several teachers of Clarendon schools failed to show up to work because of this. And to add insult to injury, the ministry did not offer an explanation about the delay until the teachers reportedly grew restive. In an email dated Thursday, October 27, a glitch in the payment process was cited as the reason for the delay.
Absolutely no professional courtesy have been extended to us as teachers. This financial challenge is further compounded by the non-payment of grants to some schools. Creditors are now up in arms. Principals are embarrassed and in hiding owing to their inability to settle debts. What is really going on?
We asked whether the issue was concentrated to bursar-paid schools. However, the teachers revealed that they're paid through the central ministry. Earlier this week, Education Minister Favour Williams doubled down on the ministry's plans to transition to a more uniform payment structure because of the challenges associated with the bursary system.
Currently, our teachers are paid differently. Some are paid by the school, some are paid by the central ministry. This might have come about long ago because there were issues with central ministry. But I'm here to say that this new platform will enable us to uniformly process payroll information for all our teachers across Jamaica and give them functionalities and access to their own personal information that they never had before.
We were unsuccessful in our attempts to get a response from the ministry on the issue.